Hey, this is Matthew Horton coming back to make another YouTube video, and I'm explaining in this video the meaning of basically it's the difference between fear and respect. This is why I'm bringing this up, because a long time ago, me and my dad, who's unfortunately scarred under that sacrilegious stuff. I mean, I still love him. I respect what he believes. I used to be sort of in that, like 9 years straight, but eventually Jesus just let me see the light, and my dad blocked the light out, so yeah. Anyway, so this is what had happened. So we got into this talk about, how we Christians and stuff. And so he started asking me, so son, being that you're in the workforce and you're a Christian, are you telling your friends about Jesus? I said, yeah. He was like, so tell me, what are you telling them about Jesus? I said, well, that he loves everyone, that he understands everyone, and that he cares about everyone. He's like, okay. Now, is your friend a Christian? I'm like, no. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so did you explain to him about what could happen to him if he's not a Christian? I'm like, no, I didn't. He's like, wait, why didn't you ever tell him? Don't you care about your friend? I'm like, yes, but I'm not God. Who am I to judge? He was like, that's not the point, Matt. That's your friend. You don't want him to go to hell, do you? I'm like, first of all, again, I ain't God. I can't judge. I can't tell somebody if they're going to hell. I can't do that. That's not my place. So then he's talking about, so what do we believe in, man? What are you telling them Christians believe in? I answered him honestly. I don't know what y'all believe, because y'all believe so much different stuff. It makes no sense. Then he started yelling at me like, what do we believe, man? We only believe one thing. What is that one thing? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, why are you talking about you don't know? You've been going to church this long, you still don't know? Truthfully, I was being smart by saying y'all beliefs make no sense, but sometimes you just gotta lay low with that. Anyway, so then we start getting on this topic about why people go to church. He's like, well, why do you think people go to church? I said, fear. He's like, what do you mean fear? I said, because y'all fear God. He's like, no, we don't fear God. We respect God. There's a difference. I'm like, so you don't fear him? And he's like, no. He's like, do you know the difference? Do you know the difference between fear and respect? I'm like, yes, I do. He's like, what's the difference? I said, fear means you're only doing because you're scared of what can be done to you if you don't do something. You walk and talk in fear of a person watching everything you do, and if you mess up once, they're going to punish you or get you. Fear. Respect means you humbly respect the person you're following. Means whatever you do for them or in their name, if you mess up, you don't fear the fact that they're going to come after you. You don't fear the way you walk or the way you talk in front of them, and you live freely without the worry that they might hurt you or punish you. Fear. Always worrying about that person's next move towards you. Always worrying about what that person may or may not do to you depending on how you live and how you do things. He was like, that's wrong. That is not true. Then he pulled up Siri and asked Siri what the meaning of fear was and respect was. Siri said the same thing I said. I'm like, here we go. He was like, so do you understand what I'm saying? Do you hear what Siri said? I'm like, yes, I heard what Siri said. He was like, okay, are you getting it now? I'm like, yes. So what's the difference between fear and respect? I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. I said fear is scared. It means you are always intimidated by a person who could do something to you. Respect means that you do things because you understand and that's the right way it's supposed to be done without worrying about what a person could do to you. He said, you're still not getting it. I'm like, I'm confused. But anyway, my point is, Most of all, people don't join church because they have respect for God. They do it because they fear Him. And down through time, black people have been forced to fear who doesn't want to be feared instead of just respecting Him. And people say fear of God is the beginning of knowledge. No, fear of God is a limit of it. To fear God means you don't want to step out of line or do anything wrong because you're scared of what He may do to you. Respect means you're doing His works without the fear of Him punishing you for doing wrong. And you do what you do for Him because you love Him, not because you fear the fact that He'll send you to hell for not doing it. I'm just saying, that's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, a lot of people go to church in fear of that great and terrible day of the Lord, as they call it, where you gotta stand before the great white throne of judgment and worry about God casting you from Him, even as a Christian who didn't do the best he could do. Then it said that, oh, Jesus will understand if you do the best you can do. Then He won't understand. Okay. Anyway, I'm out. I just want that to be understood. The difference between fear and respect. Cowardice towards God versus humble love towards God. Which one do you have? I'm out.